Hey, what's up? Synatiq here, and in this video I'll be showing you how to optimize Windows 10 for the best possible FPS in-game as well as improving your overall Windows experience. So to get started with this tutorial, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have the latest version of Windows. You can do that by pressing the Windows key on your keyboard, searching up settings, press enter, and then selecting the update and security tab right here. Check for updates and restart your machine. Then what you want to do next is you want to go into the description below of this video and go onto these two links, the WinRAR link and the Mega link. Make sure you download and install WinRAR onto your PC if you haven't already, and then download the Mega link. Once you have it onto your desktop, what you want to do is you want to right click, extract here, and double click the folder. And what you want to do is you want to download your GPU drivers, motherboard drivers, and chipset drivers. You can do that by using these two links right here. We're going to start off with the CPU. If you have a Ryzen CPU, make sure you download the AMD chipset drivers. As well as that, you want to download the GPU drivers, either AMD or Nvidia. This depending on your system, of course. And then once you have downloaded those, we're going to be downloading our motherboard drivers. You can do that by going onto your browser, searching up your motherboard's name inside, and then what you want to do is you want to support. Go on to driver and tools, select your OS, Windows 10 64-bit, and download the ones that are actually useful, like the VGA drivers, BIOS, audio, LAN. Do not download the chipset drivers on this website. Make sure you download on the AMD website, as on the motherboard website it's usually out of date. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure your GPU drivers are up to date. You can do that by going onto your start menu or pressing the Windows key on your keyboard, and then searching up the brand of your GPU. I know for Nvidia it is Nvidia GeForce Experience, I already have it open. What you want to do is you want to go onto drivers, check for updates, and make sure you have the latest version, and make sure you restart your PC after. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making sure Windows Game Bar is enabled, Windows Game Mode, and make sure Windows Game Bar is deactivated. You can do that by going onto your start menu once again, settings, going onto gaming, make sure Xbox Game Bar is turned off, and go into game mode and make sure game mode is turned on, and you can exit out of that window. Now this part is only for Nvidia users, so please skip to the timestamp on screen right now. If you have an Nvidia GPU, please stay around. So what you want to do is you want to right click your desktop, go onto your Nvidia control panel, and it should look something similar to this. What you want to do is you want to select the adjust image settings with preview, and then select the one that says use the advanced 3D settings, press take me there. And then what I want to do is you want to enable low latency mode, and finally this is very important, make sure power management mode is on prefer maximum performance, and then press apply, yes. And then what you want to do is you want to go into configure surround SycX, make sure your SycX settings processor is on your GPU right here, press apply, yes, and you can exit out of that window. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be enabling accelerated GPU scheduling. You can do that by going onto your start menu once again, settings, system, scroll down to where you see graphics settings, make sure hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is turned on. Now you can exit out of that window and we can go on to the next optimization. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going onto our start menu once again, pressing the Windows key on the keyboard, and then searching up control panel, press enter, and it should come up with a window similar to this. You want to go into system and security, system, and this should tell you all your system specs apart from your GPU. Now what you want to do is you want to go into advanced system settings on the left of the window, click on this, go into performance, and making sure it is on adjust for best performance. This obviously will give you more performance, but you'll lose a bit of visual quality. For me, I have it on custom and I just turn off all the shadows. You can do whatever you want, but if you want the best performance, it's just select the one that says for best performance. Press apply, okay, and you can exit out of that window. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing our power plan settings. You can do that by pressing the Windows key on your keyboard, changing up power plan, and it should be the first one that comes up. Press enter, and then what you want to do is you want to press power options on the top right here, and then you want to select the AMD Ryzen high performance power plan. You might not see it at first, so you just have to go into the additional plans and it should be right there. If you have an AMD CPU and you've installed the chipset drivers. If you have a Intel CPU, you can always choose the high performance power plan. After you select your power plan, you can go into change plan settings and apply whatever settings you want to this, press save changes, and you can exit out of that window. Now what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going onto apps that we use frequently in the background whilst we're playing games, so like Discord, web browser, whatever. So what I want to do is I want to go onto that selected program. I'm using Discord as an example. Go onto settings, go onto appearance, scroll down to where you see hardware acceleration and make sure it is turned off, and you may need to restart your browser or Discord or whatever. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be disabling mouse acceleration. This is not really an optimization, it's more of like a general thought of it, because you should not have it on in the first place. So what you want to do is you want to go onto the start menu or pressing the Windows key on your keyboard again, and then select mouse, and it should be the change the mouse pointer display or speed, and it should have it under control panel. Press enter. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure you uncheck the box that says enhance pointer position, apply OK, and that should turn off mouse acceleration for you. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the optimization pack, double click it, and then you're going to be going onto the quick CPU.msi, make sure it's installed onto your PC, and it should run automatically for you. For me, I already have it installed, so I'm just going to search it up into my search engine. Yes, it should come up with a window similar to this. Wait for it to load, and then what you want to do is you want to select the system power plan that you've already selected before. I chose the AMD Ryzen high performance power plan, and it should show all your CPU data right here. Now what you want to do is you want to put the core parking index to 100%, turbo boost index 100, frequency scaling index 100%, apply, OK, and you can close out of that. We're going to be going back into the Windows 10 optimization pack, and then going on to ISLC, double click the folder, and then double click the ISLC.exe. Yes, I already have it running, so I'm just going to be going into my system tray and double clicking the icon. What you want to do is you want to stop it at first, and then what you want to do is you want to go right here and then change the number that's in this box. The size is at least to 1024, and the free memory load, and it should be about half your RAM. I have on screen right now what you should put, but for me I have 16, so I'm just going to be putting 8196. Then wanted camera resolution, make sure it's on 0.5. You can do that by just pressing the key 0.5 delete, and it should put it in. Make sure you check the box that says enable custom timer resolution, and put the polling rate to 500, purge standby list, and then start it and minimize it. This should be in the background currently running, and this should also start up every time you launch up your PC, so you don't have to do this every time. Next, we want to go back into the Windows 10 optimization pack, double clicking the CC Cleaner setup.exe. Yes, install it onto your system. Once it has loaded up, install. I don't like having these on, so, and make sure you run CCleaner. And just exit out of that, and you just want to go onto custom clean. What this does, it frees up a lot of space inside your computer, as well as it should be able to make it faster. Then what you want to do is you want to press analyze, and then once that's finished analyzing, just press run cleaner, and it should free up some space for you. After that, you can go into tools and do other things in CCleaner. This is a really helpful tool right here, where you can go into registry, do whatever things, search for issues, whatever. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back into the Windows 10 optimization pack, going to memoryduct.exe, double click it, yes, next, I agree, next. You don't need to create your shortcuts if you don't want to, install, next, and run memoryduct is on, finish. Then what I want to do, just press clean memory, and it should have cleaned some memory up for you. It released 1.02GB as a result of that, which is pretty good. Now you can just exit out of that right now. Finally, we're going to be going on to the last few steps of this tutorial. You just want to go onto this PC on the side of your Explorer, right clicking on any of your drives, properties, you want to select disk cleanup, and then you want to press clean up system files, OK, and it should tell you if you want to delete them or not. Then what you want to do is you want to go onto tools, error checking, make sure you check for errors, as well as the optimization and defragment drive. This will only work for SSDs for the optimization and defragment. Just do it for your only SSD you have in your system, or you can do it for all of them. If you have a HDD, you can do the same here, but you won't be able to optimize it. Once you finish all that, we're going to be doing one more thing, which is pressing Windows key and R at the same time to open up the run command section, and instead you got %temp percentage, press OK or enter, and then what you want to do is you want to delete everything in here, press Ctrl A, and then right click and delete. If it asks you that some of programs are being used or it can't be deleted, just press do this for all current items and press skip. Now one last thing, before we restart our PC, we're going to be going where our taskbar is, going on to task manager, going on to startup. So we're going to be disabling the ones that we don't want running as soon as our PC starts up, things like uTorrent, Steam, etc. And make sure the ones that you want are enabled, so like Discord, IQ, whatever, Razer Snaps, you can just exit out of that. And what you want to do is you just want to restart your PC and everything should have been applied fully. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing, as I will be uploading more videos like this soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.